Hello friends, welcome to session 2 on isometric projection of solids. Now here we'll touch upon basic problem 3. Here what I have said is just draw the isometric projection of a square prism of sides 80, and when height is less than the sides, they'll normally call it as the thickness 20. Thickness 20 is same as height 20. Okay. Now it is isometric projection. In that way, wow, you do this. First, it is 80. You can draw ISO 80, ISO 80, and ISO 20, ISO 20, ISO 20 directly. Okay. ISO 80 means 80 into 0.816. This 80 into 0.816. This 20 into 0.816. You draw this. Otherwise also, you take 80, 80, 80, throughout 80 only. This 20, 20, 20 only you can take this way also. You complete this. Principle of isometric projection is your top surface should be seen, left surface should be seen, right surface should be seen. In that way, darken the top surface, darken the left surface, darken the right surface. Now, you are doing by the different method now. You can directly take this as 80 into 0.816 or take 80 only, this 80 only, this 20 only. Then finally, take the entire thing, scale by 0.816. That is using the scale command under modify. Select the entire thing and multiply by 0.816 and directly you get a reduced square prism of thickness 20, and this will be actually not 80, 80 into 0.816, and you change it as ISO 80, ISO 80, ISO 20. ISO 20 means it is not 20, it is 20 into 0.816. ISO 80 means 80 into 0.816. This ISO 80 means 80 into 0.816. This you can directly do. Okay, I'll just repeat. You do this directly 100, 100, 20, 20, 20. Darken the top surface, darken the left surface, darken the right surface. Now you have the isometric view. If you want isometric projection, take the entire thing, select the entire thing under scale command, and multiplication factor you take it as 0.816. Automatically you get isometric projection. Now the previous one is isometric view. This is isometric projection, which is the problem number 3, what I have told you. Okay, now the basic problem 4 is draw the isometric projection of a rectangular prism of base sides 60 by 100 and thickness 20. See here, this is unlike the square prism, square base, it will have a rectangular base 60 by 100 and thickness is 20 only. In that way, you take 60 by 100. As I said, you have two methods. Directly you can take 60 ISO, 100 ISO and all that. Instead of doing that, you can do it at the end. Okay, draw one line, 30 degree, 30 degree. This is 60, this is 100 and the height is 20. You take 20. This is 60 ISO, this is 100 ISO, 20 ISO, 20 ISO, 20 ISO. Otherwise also, you can take directly 60, directly 100, directly 20. Finally, take the scale and get the isometric projection. Now you see here. Now I am doing by both the methods. Now what I will do, 60 here, 100 here, 20, 20, 20, 20 you do. Take this. Okay, this is 60, this is 100, rectangular prism. Height is 20, that is thickness is 20. Yeah, in the isometric projection concepts, okay, top surface should be seen, darken the top surface, darken the left surface, darken the right surface. Now since I have not reduced the dimensions here, okay, this becomes the isometric view. Okay, in case I reduce the dimension, it becomes the isometric projection. Now you see, this is isometric view, where 60 will remain 60, 100 will remain 100, this is 20 only. If they say isometric view, you just leave it at this stage only. If they say isometric projection, then using scale command, select the entire thing, multiply by 0.816, and this will be not 20, 20 into 0.816, this will be 100 into 0.816, this will be 60 into 0.816. In that way, you would call it as ISO 100, ISO 60, ISO 20. This is the best way of doing isometric projection problems. Okay, the back edges as you see here and all that, it should always be light. You are concentrating only on the top surface, left surface and right surface. Okay, this is problem number 4, basic problem. Now problem 5, now you see in the previous problem as you see here, all edges, this, and the top square, top rectangle, bottom rectangle, all are, since they are parallel to each other, we used to call them as isometric edges. If any edge is not parallel to these edges, they are called non-isometric edges. Okay, that you should always remember about isometric and non-isometric. Here, since in this all edges are isometric, even this vertical edges, a top rectangle, bottom rectangle, all are isometric. Okay, isometric edges are. Now, in this, draw the isometric projection, isometric view of a square pyramid of base sides 40 and height 70. You see here. Now, I want to draw a square pyramid in isometric. Okay, it can be isometric projection or isometric view. But you see here, what I am doing is, draw one line you draw, 30 degree, 30 degree. This is 40 and 40 you draw. Anyway, this is isometric, all isometric edges only. But this isometric pyramid will have an apex and you will have slant edges here. Slant edges are non-isometric because they are not parallel to PP, QQ, RR, SS, what I mentioned earlier in session 1. Okay, vertical edges. It is not parallel. Slant edges are all non-isometric. Okay, that is why what you do is, you mid to mid line you draw, mid to mid line, get the center here. Then, as you are aware, the height of the pyramid axis will be parallel to the vertical edges. In that way, you should clearly know axis is isometric, base edges are isometric, but what you get these things, no, that is slant edges are non-isometric. Non-isometric edges cannot be written by you. You should concentrate only on isometric edges and manage the objects. That is why square pyramid, what I have drawn is 30 degree, 30 degree, 40, 40 I have taken. Since height is isometric, from this 70 you draw. Because this 70, as you know, it is parallel to the vertical edge. Okay, once it is parallel to the vertical edge here, it is isometric. That is why CO you take it as 70 only. 70. Once you do this, you see here. Now join from O to this point, O to this and all that. You get the square pyramid. Now, in the isometric projection concept is, top surface, left surface, right surface should be darkened. Okay. But since the apex is a point, top surface is not there. Only left surface and right surface are there. You darken left surface, you darken right surface. In that way, the square pyramid we have completed. Since I have not changed the dimensions here, 40 is 40, 40 is 40, 70 is 70 only. This you can call it as isometric view. Okay, isometric view. In case you change the, you take the entire, select the entire object using scale command and multiply by 0.816, all this 40 will be reduced. This 40 will be 40 into 0.816. This will be 40 into 0.816. This will be 70 into 0.816. And the reduced object, we will call it as isometric projection. Okay. Now, that means here I have not done isometric projection. This you can call it as isometric view only. Okay. Next, you see the problem number 6 here. This is, draw the isometric projection of a rectangular pyramid of base size 25 by 40 and height 50. It is not a square pyramid, rectangular pyramid. Okay. See here, it is 25 by 40, it is not a square. It is 25 into 40 base and height is 50. It is isometric projection of rectangular pyramid. Okay. Now you see, what you do, draw a line. Draw 30, 30, 125, 140. Okay, actual dimensions only you take. Then get the center. Mid to mid you draw one line. Mid to mid you draw one line. Get the center C. Now as you know very well, in the pyramids and all that, slant edges will be non-isometric. That is why you can't draw slant edges here in isometric. Instead, I can write the axis. Axis will be isometric because it will be parallel to the vertical edges. Height of this pyramid is 50, you take 50 here. Once you take 50 from the center, join from this to this, this to this, this to this, this to this, all corners and all that you join. As you see here, from O to this, O to this corner, O to this corner, O to this corner also you do. Now since top surface in the principle of isometric projection, as I told you, the top surface, left surface, right surface should be darkened. But you know very well, top surface is a point here. That is why we concentrate on left surface and right surface. Left surface I darken and right surface you darken. This bracket you make it as a light line. Okay. In that way you are completing isometric view. In case isometric projection, I take the entire thing using scale command and reduce by, that is multiplication factor I'll give 0.816, so that this will be 25 into 0.816, 40 into 0.816. In that way, this is ISO 25, ISO 40, this ISO 50. This becomes the isometric projection, and the previously this becomes the isometric view. And in this way I have given you, I have concentrated on helping you both isometric projection and isometric view of the object. This is the isometric projection of a rectangular pyramid of size 25 by 40 and the height is 50. Okay. Now we will go to the problem number 7. Okay. Here, draw the isometric view of a frustum of square pyramid with the top square 20 and bottom square 40 and height 60. That is, frustum of a square pyramid means you should know it is the cut portion of a square pyramid. That is, apex portion won't be there. This you will know now. Okay. You see here, draw, it is the base. First you draw 40. 40 square, 40 square, 40, 30 degree, 30 degree you draw. Okay. Get the center. Okay. Get the center. Now, what is the height of the frustum is? Height of the frustum, as you know, it is 60. You take the height as 60. And you know the frustum is square, base square is 40, top square is 20. That is why what you can do using solid edges, okay, copy this 40 square and paste it here. Okay, copy this 40 and paste it here, and you can take the scale and multiply by 0.5 so that it becomes 20. Otherwise, you do again. Okay, draw an XY line. Draw 20, 20, 30 degree, 30 degree line, 20, 20, 20, this edge is parallel to this edge is parallel to that. That means top square you complete here. Okay, once you complete the top square here, get the center here. Okay, once you get the center here, you know it is bottom square is 40, top square is 20. You do this top square here separately, or you can take the scale also. But anyway, you can do it again. Take this 20, 20, 30 degree, 30 degree, this edge is parallel to this edge is parallel to that, get the center. Now move, don't copy, move with respect to this C and merge at this C, that is take the end of this. That is move this entire thing with respect to C and connect it to this. Okay, and remove this 20 and all that, the 30, 30 and all that, you remove it. Okay, okay, did you follow? I'll repeat. Okay. You 20 this, you move this, don't copy, move this with respect to C. You fix the C and take it to the end of this line. Then once you do this, remove all this. Then join this as slant edge of frustum, and you know very well you are concentrating in isometric projection, isometric view, top surface, right surface and left surface. Darken the top surface, darken the left surface, darken the right surface. This is the isometric view, which I not change the dimension. If you want isometric projection, you have to select the entire thing using the scale command and multiply by 0.816. This is the isometric view of a square pyramid. Bottom square 40, top square 20 and height 60. Okay, this is the end of session 2 on isometric projection. Thank you very much for watching.